Rolls-Royce, for over 100 years, it hasn't just been a car, you know? It's been the ultimate symbol of power, of prestige. But something really strange is happening right now. Their brand new all-electric car is hitting a wall, and honestly, it could change what luxury even means. So, let's get into it. So here's the mystery we're trying to solve. The all-electric Rolls-Royce the Spectre. On paper, it should be a total slam dunk. It's technically perfect. But the wealthiest people on the planet, they're holding back. Sales just aren't there. So the big question is, why? And trust me, it has absolutely nothing to do with the price. Okay, so to figure this out, we have to go back to basics. We've got to understand what a Rolls-Royce actually is. Because it's not about horsepower or specs you read on a website. It's about a feeling, an experience that they have spent decades engineering to perfection. And this right here, this is the heart of it. Forget 0 to 60 times. For Rolls-Royce, the #1 engineering goal has always been silence. The entire point is to make the rest of the world just disappear the second you close that door. 300 kilograms. Let that sink in for a second. That's how much the sound insulation alone weighs inside a classic Rolls-Royce Phantom. I mean, this isn't just about making a quiet car. This is a fanatical, almost obsessive mission to create total, absolute silence. So, how do they even do it? Well, it's this whole cocktail of things. You've got that massive 300 kilos of insulation, you've got double-glazed windows to block out all the city noise, and they even fill the tires with foam to kill the sound from the road. The result? You don't feel like you're driving. It feels like you're floating, just completely cut off from all the chaos outside. But here's the twist. This very obsession with silence, it leads us straight into the problem with the new electric Spectre. It hits that mark of technical perfection, but in doing so, it seems to have lost something crucial. I mean, think about it, right? An electric motor is naturally silent. It's perfectly smooth. So a Rolls-Royce with an electric motor should be the quietest, smoothest, most perfect Rolls-Royce ever made. It's the logical conclusion to everything they've been trying to do for a century, and that is exactly what they built. But, and this is a huge but, we run into the first big problem. It's what I like to call the democratization of silence. See, when a feature that used to define the absolute peak of luxury becomes available in, a normal family car, it just isn't special anymore. A Tesla is silent, a lot of electric cars are silent. Silence is no longer a luxury good. And that's really the whole point. For decades, that feeling of being in a silent vault, that was the Rolls-Royce magic trick. It was an experience you literally could not pay for anywhere else. But now you can. And just like that, a huge part of the brand's mystique just vanished. And this gets to the real soul of the issue. The old Rolls-Royce had a gigantic V12 engine. Now, you couldn't really hear it, but you could feel it. There was this faint, incredibly smooth vibration that let you know there was immense power just waiting. It felt like it had a mechanical heart. The new electric motor, it's digitally perfect. And it offers nothing, just a silent emptiness. When you're spending $500,000 on a car, you're buying that feeling, that emotional connection. But it's not just this philosophical debate about a car's soul. Oh no. There is a very real, very practical problem that completely shatters that illusion of effortless luxury. For the kind of person who buys a Rolls-Royce, there is only one resource that is truly, truly priceless. It is not money. It's time. You simply cannot make more of it. So let's just compare these two experiences. Filling up a gas-powered Phantom takes, 5 minutes? It's a quick, totally seamless part of owning the car. Charging the electric Spectre, that can take hours. That is not seamless. That is an inconvenience. It's a compromise. And that right there is the bottom line. The very idea that you have to plan your life around charging your car, that you have to wait, it introduces a compromise into an experience that is sold on the promise of being completely perfect and effortless. It breaks the spell. Okay, so when you put all these pieces of the puzzle together, you start to see this new fundamental challenge. And it's not just facing Rolls-Royce, it's facing the entire top end of the luxury world. So let's just recap this whole paradox. The goal was simple. Build the most perfect, silent Rolls-Royce ever. But they hit 3 major problems. First, silence isn't special anymore. Second, that perfect electric motor feels empty, soulless. And finally, the technology forces a compromise on the one thing their clients value more than anything else, their time. So here's the big takeaway. This is not an engineering failure. The Spectre is a masterpiece of technology. No, this is a crisis of identity. The real challenge for Rolls-Royce is to figure out how to create that special, emotional, effortless feeling of ultimate luxury when the old tricks in their bag, that V12 engine and that exclusive silence, just don't work anymore.
And that leaves us with this huge question. And it's not just about cars. It's about, well, everything. As our machines get more and more perfect, more and more flawless, what happens to the character, to the emotion? What happens to the very soul that we fell in love with in the first place? Can technology ever really, truly replace that?